Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have an update on the passenger who went missing yesterday. We also have a story about what they're calling now the FBI, a stabbing on a Carnival cruise ship. So unfortunate news, after a 9-hour search because of the conditions of the water and the area, the search has been called off for the missing, turns out to be a crew member who went overboard from the AIDA cruise ship yesterday on its way to the Netherlands. There were multiple ships, helicopters, the cruise ship turned around. Lots of people were doing the search, but unfortunately, with the conditions of the weather and everything that's out there right now, there was very little chance that anyone could have survived that for very long. We do have information that the cruise line has been in contact with the family and is also coping with their own personal crew members who are friends, etc. It is a close-knit family on cruise ships when this sort of thing happens. So very sad news, and again, condolences go out to the friends and the family of the lost crew member from AIDA Cruise Line. Next, we have a really strange incident where on the Carnival Magic, on its return to Norfolk, during a production show, a gentleman I guess was being pretty rowdy and pretty loud in the theater, and somebody confronted them and were kind of telling him to keep quiet and that, and the person took the bar glass, and shattered it onto the person. Now, it's not clear yet whether or not the glass was broken first and then struck the man, or if they just took the glass and swung it and hit the person with the glass while it was still intact. It actually makes a huge difference which one, because if you just took the glass and swung and hit the person, you could claim that it was a momentary anger and you started a fight, that kind of thing. If you purposely broke the glass and then, put it towards the gentleman, then that is an attempt to injure, an attempt to possibly kill the other person. And now not only local law enforcement are looking after this, the FBI has also launched an investigation and both boarded the ship and began questioning both passengers and, of course, the people involved. The gentleman who was stabbed was brought to medical and treated. The person who was the assailant was confined to their room under guard and has now been, according to Carnival Cruise Line, banned for life from Carnival Cruise Corporation, not just Carnival Cruise Line, meaning all of their subsidiaries, Holland America, Princess, etc. They are no longer welcome on any of their cruise ships going forward. That could be the very least of this person's problems, because there quite literally could be attempted murder charges going on, depending on what they find out during the investigation. Not a great situation there. It just goes, I'm one of those people who get so annoyed when people are talking during production shows and loud, and and I am sometimes that person who will confront somebody and just tell them to shut up. And this could happen to me as well as anybody else out there. And I honestly think that the cruise lines really need to have security during their shows in the theater. And if somebody is going and getting out of line and being boisterous to the point where it is, you know, if you're just loud cheering and clapping and laughing, that's a different story. But if it's a quiet, peaceful moment in a show, in a production show, and the only thing you hear is this one person loudmouth in the production, you know, out in the theater, they should be talked to and they should be escorted out of the theater. Now, I know they don't like confrontation, but that kind of confrontation is far better than the kind of confrontation we just had, where another member of the crew, of passengers, had to step in to try and make it more enjoyable for other people, and then you ended up this kind of thing happening. The idiot took a swing with a glass, obviously taking advantage of that drink package as well. But yeah, it's not a smart situation, and I see this happening because I'm finding, as ships get fuller and fuller and fuller, I'm finding there are the odd ruder and ruder passengers out there. Most are just fun-loving, let's go cruising, let's have a good time. And the same everywhere you go, right? This isn't just cruising. I found this when I went to Disney World. I found this when I went to Jamaica. I found this when I went to Mexico. I found this everywhere lately. There is that odd person who seems to just want to butt in or ruin the experience for other people, or think they are the center of attention. And yeah, I think the crew, especially security, in something like a theater that holds about 1,000 people, there should always be security in the theater, and they should, you know, just like movie theaters, they should be looking out for people who are being rude and ruining the experience for other people. That's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Do you think, you know, banning for life is good? Do you think this person should be charged with at least assault? Or do you think, hey, it was probably two guys who were a little over the top drinking? We don't know if the other person was drinking. He might have been just saying, hey, this guy's ruining the show for everybody. I just want him to shut up. And obviously, if this guy is the kind of person that's going to take a glass and smash it over somebody's head, you know just how obnoxious and loud that person probably was in that theater. And honestly, look at yourself and say, could you have been that person who would have said, hey, buddy, would you mind just keeping it down? Because unfortunately for me, I might have been that exact same person. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.